that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Boise State Broncos offense will get the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. So Fresno State's offense will get the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. And I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Looking downfield, it's Cuevas. Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move to keep moving. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. They go to the draw. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Coleman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. The give. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Snagged in the middle, it's Ferguson. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain.
They will score! Touchdown, Broncos!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run it. At the 35, he's loose. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Touch pass on the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Boise State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The give to the lone running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And with that last carry, ended triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. Number 15 on to kick it away.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
And that pass intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? To the air, it's Cuevas. Good timing on the quick out. It's a fumble! And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back. You got to read the defense and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Fires to the right. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Broncos. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Handoff to the single back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Leaves it with the running back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, and he's still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The quick out. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense in press coverage. And he's dragged down.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Fresno State working from the red zone. Dropping back, it's Cuevas. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up a sack.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying play action. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't get anything stupid here.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Touchdown Broncos! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Cuevas. Finds the tight end. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working.
Oh, look out. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Hard running there.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the ground to try to move the chains. Runs for the tackle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got it. Here comes the offense on second down.
Get set, get set.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Third down coming up.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
Jackrabbit.
Back to throw, it's Cuevas. Got him, and nobody's close. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Bulldogs have this offense rolling. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Third down coming up.
On the double.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And it's right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 15 to Tennessee. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Brady.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They go to the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got his man in the middle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him, is able to turn it up and get a first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On second down, wants to throw. Caught close to the marker, it's Ferguson. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Broncos have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive?
Touchdown, Broncos! And the route is on.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Fresno State, 19.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Broncos! And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games